Kota Iskandar is an administrative centre for the state government of Johor, Malaysia. It is located in Iskandar Puteri, Johor Bahru district, and it is the first phase of the Iskandar Puteri project. The administrative centre consisting of the State Assembly Building, Chief Minister's and State Secretariat's Office, Dato Jaafar Muhammad Building. From local architecture to designs inspired by lands afar. The result is a fusion of style unlike any others. Inspired by the Alhambra Palace in Granada, several buildings successfully blend the Moorish influences with local Johor Malay elements. Buildings in the central precincts carry this distinctive style. A perfect example is the Sultan Ismail Building, home to the Johor Parliament, and Dato Jaafar Muhammad Building.
The Dato Jaafar Muhammad Building is built on 21,480 square feet of 5 stories. The building is also built to suit local weather with an annual rainfall of 177.8 cm and average temperature of 38 degrees Celsius throughout the year. It can be seen that more areas are devoted to site construction than offices. The complex comprises the office of the Chief Minister's Office, the offices of the State Government Council Exco, the office of the Secretary of State and Government Departments. It has a capacity of 530 employees. It is equipped with a multipurpose hall, surau, cafeteria, theatre and garden. The name of the Dato Jaafar Muhammad Building is named after the first Johor Menteri Besar, Dato Jaafar bin Haji Muhammad, father of Dato On Jaafar. Akin to a house within a garden, nature is infused into the structure through open spaces, gardens and water features, remnants of the Alhambra Palace in Granada. The garden is styled after the legendary palace courtyards and connects to the waterfront promenade. Natural beauties such as open space, gardens and water features are major elements of the building. If you are a person who likes photography, you can take wonderful and memorable photographs outside of the building. The building is a beautiful place where there are so many wedding photographers taking her. As has been said by Eugene Viollet-le-Duc, there are in architecture, if I may thus express myself, two indispensable modes in which truth must be adhered to. We must be true in respect of the program and true in respect of the constructive processes. It can be seen that Dato Jaafar Muhammad Building served multipurpose spaces for both the government and the people.
The architectural style of Dato Jaafar Muhammad Building is inspired by the Alhambra Palace in Granada. Here is a glimpse of Alhambra Palace architectural style in Granada. Alhambra Palace was built in Granada for defense purposes and as a city on its own right, comprising 3 parts: Al-Qazaba, military residential citadel, the Al-Qasr, the palace, and the Medina, the city. It has been related to Dato Jaafar Muhammad Building as a defense building as its function as a government building, which is one of the defense buildings of a city. Alhambra Palace is a great example of Moorish architecture. Common characteristics of Moorish architecture include horseshoe arches, The similarities between Alhambra and Dato Jaafar Muhammad building is the stunning frescoes, decorated columns and arches. But some of the arches are only for decorative purposes and do not carry any loads of the building. There is the saying by Augustus Welby Pugin, which is, there should be no features about a building which are not necessary for convenience, construction, or propriety. This is because we should not waste any unnecessary construction so that the architecture of the building is more sincere and true.
The architecture of Alhambra displays traditional Islamic details of the East, including column arcades or peristyles, fountains, reflecting pools, geometrical patterns, Arabic inscription, and painted tiles. The courtyard was designed as a garden with a house in the architectural context of the famed Alhambra's Court of the Lions. The building is defined by three largely landscape areas. Ayana, Carmen, and Laman Firdaus stretch the entire length of the building, inside and outside, laid out in the tradition of Islamic gardens. The fountain in Dato Jaafar building is to show the richness of the government building. The structure of the courtyard has its meaning and origins, tracing their roots to early Islamic gardening. As what Frank Lloyd Wright said, nature is my manifestation of God. I go to nature every day for inspiration in the day's work.
In most Moorish architecture, arabesque was implied to the facade of its building. The arabesque is a form of artistic decoration consisting of surface decorations based on rhythmic linear patterns of scrolling and interlacing foliage, tendrils or plain lines often combined with other elements. It usually consists of a single design that can be taught or seamlessly repeated as many times as desired. As mentioned before, arabesque was implied in this building. This statement could be supported by the linear patterns on the ceiling and glass windows. The repetitive single design around the arch also shows that this building was influenced by Moorish architecture. The combination of geometrical and floral pattern around the arches portrays the Islamic influence in this building, as Johor is known as one of the earliest states to welcome Islam as a religion. There are similarities between the garden of this building and the courtyard in Alhambra. For instance, the palm trees, fountains, and reflecting pools. This agrees with what William Morris said, which is no pattern should be without some sort of meaning. Each carving or ornament should serve meaning and purposes. To swiftly recap, the details and construction of bangunan Dato Jaafar Muhammad building has its own meaningful justification and is filled with the beautiful features of nature. Other than being an administrative building, bangunan Dato Jaafar Muhammad is also equipped with spaces that can be used for other activities that can be quite useful to other than government users.